welcome back. Today is Wednesday and it is our first responders day. I'm here with our good friend Sharky. And we are so excited. You guys have been continuing on the journey of our week. You were here Monday watching videos, Tuesday, now you're back today for Wednesday, and you're gonna watch a few short clips of our students here at Edgewater interviewing individuals who work in our community who are first responders. Have a great day.
So, hello. And what is your name?
My name is Sunny Thomas.
Hello, Sunny Thomas. What is your job title?
My job title is Emergency Medical Technician, and they call it EMT for short.
Okay. So how long have you worked in your field?
I have been working in this field for about 6 months now.
What is the best part of your job?
The best part of my job is interacting with patients, people who need my help and need care.
So, growing up, what was your dream job?
My dream job was something along the lines of either becoming a veterinarian or a nurse or a doctor.
So pretty close, pretty close.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is one of the most stressful parts of your job?
Well, some of the most stressful parts is sometimes you don't always know what's going on with the patient, if they're injured or if they're sick. You don't know what's going on. And so you have to use your skills and sort of your problem solving, going through your checklist of things so you can figure out what's wrong and get them to where they need to go as quickly and as safely as possible.
Okay. So do you enjoy your job?
I love my job.
That's always good.
Those are great questions.
Thank you. So, how hard would you say is it becoming a EMT?
If you are passionate about what you're doing, I don't think it's hard. Like the studying is hard, the information is hard, but if you're doing what you love, it doesn't feel hard in the moment. It's fascinating, it's challenging, but it's all in a good way.
Okay. So is there any advice you could give to people, just to stay safe as an EMT?
Yes. Always check your surroundings and make sure that you're in a safe area, that there's nothing that could hurt you, and that the scene is what we call safe. Because if something happens to you, if you're injured or sick, then you're no good to your patient. So the first and foremost, the number one rule is to make sure that you're safe and protected, so that you can best help your patient.
Okay. So is there anything you want to say to anyone before we go?
Just that, there's lots of wonderful careers out there. There's lots of different ways you can help people. And I encourage you, becoming an EMT is a great way to explore all those different ways to help people in medicine. And it's just a great starting point. And I encourage people to do it so that they can see what they want to do for the rest of their career.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for taking time to ask these questions.
Well, thank you for taking time to answer them. And bye.
Bye. You have a great rest of your day.
You too.
What's your name?
My name is Ron Carlin.
All right, Ron. Why did you choose to be a firefighter?
Well, I'm not sure if I chose it or it chose me. So my mother told me the story that when I was about 2 years old, she knew then I was going to be a firefighter. So I'm not sure what happened fully, but she said everything I had was fire truck related. I had trucks and cars that were fire trucks. My pajamas were a fire truck. So that was kind of my journey, I guess, ever since a kid. And when I turned 14, I actually pursued what it would take to be a firefighter and went down to the firehouse, and I became a fire cadet at 14. And so that's all I've really known, to be honest with you. But I can tell you why I love to do it, and that is because I get to help people all the time. It's very rewarding to know that in someone's really worst bad day, I or we can show up and we can make a difference to help somebody have a better situation. And sometimes even rescuing a cat from a tree.
Okay. How long have you worked as a firefighter?
34 years. Does that sound like a lot?
Yeah.
That's a long time, huh?
Did you go to college?
I did. So when I was 17 years old, I went to the college, went through a fire academy. And after that, I went to an EMT school and got my EMT school. And then I actually got hired professionally as a firefighter at the age of 18. So I was off to a pretty fast track in getting into the fire service. And then from then I took a bunch of classes. There's ongoing classes we take all the time to learn new skills and to be proficient at the things we need to know and do. And on top of that, I have all the way up to my bachelor's degree. So I continued my education and got more schooling so that I could be more educated.
Okay. Do you have like a dog that helps you be a firefighter?
Well, not necessarily. We don't have any animals here, dogs. Some fire departments do. I will say I did at one point have a Dalmatian when I was younger, and we brought her along to some of the functions and things we did out in the community. And sometimes we reach out to the therapy dogs that are there to kind of help us deal with stress. When we've had a bad call or going through a bad experience, sometimes the dogs are very therapeutic. And so we have some dogs we can reach out to and get them to come in and spend some time with us.
Do you have any family members?
I do have family. Were you going to say family members in the fire service?
Like, yeah,
Or
kind of
just
like
family?
that.
I'll answer both. I had an uncle that was a firefighter, and I'm not sure if he kind of helped me on my journey of really kind of showing me what I wanted to be. But since I joined the fire department at the age of 14, about a year after that, when I was a fire cadet, my dad was missing me. So he decided to be a volunteer. And so he joined. So the both of us were in the fire department together. And then about a year later after that, guess who else started missing us?
Who?
My mother. My mother started missing us. So she also joined the volunteers. So the three of us were at the fire department all the time together as a family. But I started it. They didn't.
What do you do on a normal day of doing your job?
Well, I am the fire chief. So my biggest job is just overseeing the whole fire department, making sure that we have the fire trucks we need to go to calls, that we have the staffing that we need to go on those fire trucks to the calls. I manage a budget. So we have money that we have to spend and buy things on. We have hirings of people, we have personnel issues, we have vegetation management projects that we manage. We deal with homeless cleanup stuff. We go to large fires in California. So we do a lot of different things, but the cool thing about this job is it's always something different every day. So I don't have to sit in my office for the whole day, every day. I can get up and go out and do things, which kind of breaks the day up and it's not so monotonous. So there's a lot of different things, but I have to make sure that we're ready to respond to any kind of emergency we might have and that we could be there to help the people.
Okay. Thank you. That was it.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
good. How are you?
Good.
My name is Michelle Lockhart. What's yours?
My name is Arthur Williams, and I'm a sergeant for the Yuba County Sheriff's Department.
That's cool. Do you have any like stories you would like to tell? Like what's the hardest thing you've had to do?
So the hardest thing that I had to do is, unfortunately, when I was a deputy, I just promoted to sergeant, but as a deputy, we are what's called coroners. So we have to basically, anytime someone dies, we have to go out and take a report. So unfortunately, I've actually had to take reports on the way people die in every situation you can think of, like car accidents, fires. So usually the hard part of my job is definitely having to go and tell a family member that unexpectedly a family member has passed away.
And that sucks.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Do you have like a dog or like a companion?
I did have a dog here. So until recently, I had a dog. He is a ham. Come here. Up. So this is Lomax. He was my canine partner until just recently. Now he's retired. He's just a big old baby now. But like I said, we were together for a couple years. Like I said, I spent more time with him than I did my family. He was with me at all times, at home, at work. We were always together. Okay.
Was this your dream job as a child, or did you have any other dream jobs?
You know what? This is what I always wanted to go into public service in some aspect. So definitely in this community, this is the community I grew up in. I actually started as a firefighter when I was about 19 and 20. I learned really fast that I was a little too young to be in that career field. Same thing, firefighters, they deal with a lot of medical aids. And I was going to a lot of medical aids at 19 and 20 years old. And it was a little hard for me to deal with. And my basketball coach in high school actually worked for the sheriff's department at the time. And we started coaching basketball together. So he's the one that really kind of got me into this field.
Okay. For this job, did you have to go to college?
Yeah. So I went here locally at Yuba College. We have a police academy here locally at Yuba College. So I went there and I actually teach there now currently. So not only do I work for the sheriff's department, but also on my days off, I go out to the college and I help kind of teach and groom the next generation of deputy sheriffs and police officers. So yeah, I went here locally at Yuba.
Oh, that's cool. So, do you have any advice for me and my peers?
The biggest advice I can tell you is that basically just follow your dreams. Like I said, I always knew that I was going to do something in public safety or in basically public service in this community that I grew up in. Like I said, I went to Oliver School. I went to Yuba Gardens. So, I mean, I grew up here locally. So my biggest thing is, like I said, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. If you want to do something in life, go do it. One of my best friends that I grew up with and lived around the corner from me, and we're still friends to this day, been friends for about 35 years. He's a teacher. He always knew he wanted to be a teacher. He's a teacher at Lyndhurst High School. So it doesn't matter where you grew up or what you do or how your family background is or anything. Just follow your dreams and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it.
That was really good advice, honestly. But so is there anything that like you love doing in your job, as in like what's your favorite thing to do in your job?
So stuff like this, interacting with the public. I love to interact with the public. I love to go to schools. When I had Lomax, that's what we did a lot of. It wasn't all about just chasing bad guys with him. It was taking him to schools, taking him to like fall festivals and career days and just letting the kids pet him and just being out there and just, like I said, interacting with the public and trying to just show that, like I said, yeah, sometimes we have to arrest bad guys. Yeah, sometimes we chase bad guys, but we're people too. I mean, we're just like anyone else. And we love to, like I said, go to the fall festivals and, Dr. Seuss's birthday and read books at schools and just interact and have fun with you guys.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of all the time we have for today.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.